There are a ton of misconceptions on the internet about law of attraction and how to manifest, but I promise you, if you follow these tips, you will be on your way to manifesting amazing things into your life. Before I tell you my top 5, let me share a few things that I have manifested into my life, because not only do I have the tips and the tricks, but I have the proof. When I was 21 years old, I was broke and living in a trailer. I would sometimes eat oatmeal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I had no money to buy food. Later on that year, I heard a radio show contest that they were giving away a free apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and $70,000. I manifested that. I also went from 30,000 to 100,000 subscribers on my channel within a week, practicing these same law of attraction tips. I have since moved to Los Angeles. I live in my dream apartment and many other different things. So hopefully this helps. Let's jump on in to the 5 tips. The number 1 tip I have if you're trying to manifest something, after you know exactly what you want, specifically what you want, is to stop obsessing and stressing and just kind of trust and let go. I constantly have people in my DMs after they heard my success story over on my friend Annie's channel, DMing me like, hey, I saw your story about how you manifested your life and all this stuff that happened. I've been thinking for months and months and years, I want a relationship like you have with your husband. I think about it every single day, and I'm always journaling 5 hours a day, every single day of the week, and I can't stop thinking about it, and I do all this stuff and it's not working. I don't know what to do. You gotta breathe. Thing is, everything is gonna come at the right timing for you, but the longer you obsess over it and stress over it, you're not gonna be in the right vibration for it, the right alignment for it. It's not gonna come your way until you let it go. It's crazy that I was like in search of this like deep love, and I was in all of these toxic relationships. And then I decided I was gonna spend a year to myself, no dating whatsoever, when I first moved to Ohio. And I was just enjoying living on my own and my new, financial stability that I had. And then one day I got invited to a college party, even though I was a college dropout. And who was hosting the party? Noah, who became my husband, and he's the greatest husband I could ever ask for. So you've got to let it go and trust that it's already yours, so you don't have to stress over it. If you're obsessing over it, it's gonna make it harder for it to come to you. If you find yourself stressing a lot, I would really recommend getting into meditation or something that just gets your mind off it. Whatever it is that gets you calmed down and not obsessing over it, do that. Number 2 is process those emotions. This is something that actually really irks me in the law of attraction community, and the reason I always say that I feel like I practice the law of attraction differently than a lot of people, not differently than everyone, but differently than a lot of people. There are unfortunate circumstances that happen to people, and it's just kind of part of life. Life isn't always fair. That doesn't mean you can't manifest beautiful things in your life, but you have to accept that sometimes life can suck. We're all human, and it is okay to have emotions. I promise you. You're gonna have good days and bad days no matter what. Even when you manifest everything you want in life, you are still gonna have good and bad days. I cried for like 3 hours on Mother's Day. I am human, but that doesn't mean I can't have a beautiful life too. And I really do believe the people that say they pretend they're happy all the time and they act like they're happy 24/7 are probably hurting a lot deep down and don't realize it. So even if they do manifest those good things into their life, it probably doesn't feel that great because they're not really getting to feel happiness fully. When you let yourself feel all the emotions, good and bad, the good feel even better. Number 3, also kind of going off emotions, now we're going to feelings, is don't just decide, when you're deciding what it is you're trying to manifest, don't always decide on an object. A lot of people say when you decide it needs to be like a specific object. It can also be a feeling. There are times when you can manifest a certain object. Like I knew I wanted this exact apartment. I knew I wanted to move to LA. But there are also times when you can manifest a feeling. There are some times when you've got to trust the universe and know that you may not know exactly what should be yours. I know that sounds weird and it sounds tough, and it was tough for me because you're like, no, I know what I want and this is what I need. But what if the universe has something better for you? Let's talk about relationships again. What if you have in your head the exact kind of perfect relationship you want and you're trying to manifest and it's not coming to you and you're like, why can't I manifest this specific type of person? What if the universe has a different type of person that they want to come into your life and they know would be a better fit into your life, but you don't realize it? So sometimes it's okay to manifest a feeling that you want for yourself. Number 4, notice the signs and synchronicities. This is something I'm still working on. Sometimes the universe is trying to get to you and you don't even realize it. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night? This happens to me all the time, and you've had like a weird dream, or you just have a random video idea for me sometimes, and you just kind of blow it off, or you see something that seems a little strange, or one time I was seeing rainbows every single day. it was when I was with Annie. I kept seeing rainbows with her all the time. And those could be signs from the universe that it wants you to pay attention. Now, it's not always exactly what it seems, but it's just important to pay attention to those signs because it could be pointing you in a direction. So keep yourself focused, be present. If you're super in your head, obsessing all the time, it's really hard to notice those signs. But when you're just living your life, being present, focusing on being your best self ever, you're gonna start noticing them, you're gonna start putting them together, and things are gonna line up and you are gonna manifest what you want. And the last one is my biggest tip, and it's the most important one, is to do the dang work. Don't just sit here on your couch and just hope that the job you want is gonna line up for you. Honey, no queen. You've got to get up and you've got to do the work. When people tell me, I still get DMs from someone, she's like, hey, I've been doing the visualizations, I've been writing stuff down, I've made a vision board, you know, I meditate every day, but I'm not getting the type of money I want. I'm like, okay, well, what are you actually doing to make the money in your life? Like, what, did you try and get a new job? Are you doing like a side hustle? What are you doing? She's like, well, nothing. I haven't changed anything else with my, like, how I'm making the money. I'm like, well, you gotta meet them in the middle. What if the universe is just over there waving with those signs and synchronicities like, hey, I'm here, just gotta get up and come take it. You know, there are people in the world that will sit there and wish and wish and wish things happen for them and won't understand why it doesn't happen. And then there are people that get up and take it. I used to be someone that wished and waited and thought it was all luck. And then I realized I had to get up and go do the work. I believe in good actions bringing out good results. Let's do two things together. If you wanna see my actual, like, step-by-step occasional manifestation techniques, I don't do these all the time, but I do have two big techniques that I used specifically when I manifested the big contest, moving to LA, and our wedding. If you want to see two videos on those exact techniques, give this video a thumbs up, and if enough people give it a thumbs up, I'll know that you want to see that. And then to help yourself manifest things even more, I believe if you put things out into the universe and you're not afraid to tell the whole world what you want, the universe sees that courage and it pays attention to that. So go ahead and leave a comment down below letting everyone know what it is you're trying to manifest. And I promise you that will help. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I've been filming like crazy lately and you don't want to miss out on them. They're gonna be really good. I love you so much and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.